Hey guys, D-Cell back in the Nerd Cave with part 5 of my boutique video collection series. Sorry I sound a little nasally, I'm just getting over a cold. Anyway, for this label, I originally wasn't going to do its own video. I was either going to incorporate it with another label, or just have it in my general Blu-ray collection video that I plan on doing. But I think I have enough here to do its own quick video, so let's just kind of jump right to it. So I'm talking about MVD. Kind of came in late to the game on MVD, so I don't really have a lot here. And they have a lot of different sub-labels, so I'm separating between the different sub-labels and slips and all that stuff. So let's just jump right to it. First up is a comedy from the MVD Marquee Collection, and it's Artie Lang and Beer League. I actually like this movie a lot. I was a huge fan of Howard Stern back in late 90s, early 2000s. Me and my roommate actually had subscribed to back in the day when he had Howard TV, or Howard On Demand or whatever it was. So we really like this. I think the best years was probably when Artie Lang was there. So I remember him talking about him filming the movie during his off time from the show. So I actually kind of like it. It takes me back to those days when I was really into Howard Stern. Pretty solid comedy. And it's got Ralph Macchio. Next one up is an MVD visual release. Haven't seen this one yet. When I originally bought this film, I mistook it for something else. I can't remember the name of it, but it's not what I thought it was. But still happy to have it in the collection. It wasn't too pricey from what I remember. And it's Ghost Riders. Again, don't really know anything about it. Haven't watched it yet. So those are the two random sub-labels that I have. The rest are all from the MVD Rewind collection. The first two are ones that I have with no slip. And first one up is Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Interesting movie. I remember watching that back in the day as a kid. It's okay. I felt like I had to have it in the collection. I have the second one. I believe it's an Arrow release. So I had to get the first one. Next one up is The Return of Swamp Thing. I know there's a 4K of this now. I'm probably not going to get the 4K. I don't think I need a 4K for this for this movie. I do enjoy it. It's very specific to the time it came out. It came out in the early to mid 90s, and I don't know, every decade, every movie of a decade has like a feeling to it, and this is, cheesy comedy, little raunchy. It's got a lot of people that you see a lot in those kind of B movies. This is totally a B movie, but I really enjoyed it. I think Swamp Thing looks a lot better in this one than he did in the first one. The first one's more of like kind of a horror type movie with Wes Craven, where this is very campy, but I do enjoy it. And it's got Heather Locklear. Can't go wrong with that. All right, so next up are my MVD, the MVD collection I have with slips. First one up is Disturbing Behavior. Glad that this came out. I missed this when Scream Factory had it as a standard release. And that was out of stock, and the prices were out of print, and the prices were crazy. So glad MVD jumped in. And that's the thing with these labels. I wouldn't pay a crazy amount if something goes out of print in one label, because either MVD or Kino will end up eventually picking up the license to it. Next one up is The Go-Go Boys. Really good documentary of Canon films. I really enjoyed this one. Jack Frost 2. I don't have Jack Frost 1 under MVD. I have a Vinegar Syndrome copy of that, so I wasn't going to double dip. Just awful. The first Jack Frost is pretty funny. This is just terrible. I like that they continued it with the same characters, but it's just really bad. And the kills are terrible. I don't even know what it's rated, if it's even rated anything, but like I would think it's a rated PG-13. Just, the kills are not even there. You know, maybe because of cursing it might be rated R, but just really bad. Next one up is a recent pickup, Last American Virgin. Classic 80s film. Next one up is another recent pickup, starring two brothers, Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez in Men at Work. Really solid comedy. Next one up is a horror movie, Mortuary. Really don't know too much about this. Haven't watched this one yet, but really great slip. I love how they do the MVD. You know, they're not very consistent. Sometimes you'll have like the rips here and the stickers, and sometimes you don't. Looks like you got a good Bill Paxton in there. And next one is one I need to rewatch. I tried watching this and I kept falling asleep. And it's got the director of Friday the 13th Part 6 who did this one, Tom McLaughlin. And it's One Dark Night. I do like the slip on this. It's really cool. It's got like a different kind of MVD label there, and it's supposed to be, I think, like a clamshell kind of case. So it's pretty cool, but is it really rated PG? No, it is PG. Maybe that's why I kept falling asleep. All right, so only two more. Again, like I said, I didn't really have a lot in the collection. This is a Rucker Howard film, Split Second. And finally, an awful, just terrible Nicolas Cage film. I'm sorry, I was trying to think of other ways to describe this, but I had to get this in the collection, and it's Vampire's Kiss. Is he a vampire? Is he not a vampire? Who knows? I do want to give this another watch. I watched this as a kid, and I thought it was so dumb. But as a kid, you want to see vampires like do vampire stuff. You don't want some sort of like weird kind of comedy. Well, if it's good, but it just for a kid, this wasn't great. So I'll probably want to rewatch it just to see how I feel about it now. But that's it, guys. That's my MVD collection. Pretty quick. Not a big collection for this line. I just kind of pick up movies that I think are cool, that I want to pick up or I like. I'm not, bound by, getting a full collection, which is nice sometimes. Anyway, let me know what you have in your MVD collection. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, see you guys in the Nerd Cave.